Well, Robin is stirring up the spaghetti sauce and it smells fantastic. Nice work there, Robin.
Thank you.
We're down at the Shelter House kitchen, and that's going to be today's dinner, I think. We have Patty here with us from the Shelter House, and we also have Robin. And we're talking about Empty Bowls, Caring Hearts. And we talked to you about it last year, and it's back again this year. And it's a hugely successful event. It has the Potters Guild, it has the Quilters, and all the funds are going to be going to, all the money raised is going to be going to the Shelter House, and as well to the food bank?
The Thunder Bay Food Bank.
The Thunder Bay Food Bank. So why we're in the kitchen here today is for that a very reason. So Robin, tell us about this year's event. I know there's a lot of, you get a bowl, you get a placemat, you get 2 placemats this year.
Yeah, exactly. The event is held each year. This is the 13th annual event, and it's held as a fundraiser. You buy a $30 ticket and you get a dinner, which is a nice meal, homemade soup, buns, desserts, donated by local caterers and restaurants. And then you also get a pottery bowl or handmade, or a pair of quilted placemats. So you take something home as a reminder, and we wanted something that, you know, is associated with food. So when you go home and, you know, in the weeks following the event and you eat out of your bowl or you eat on your placemat, it reminds you of the event and what the event is all about.
That's excellent. Now I know there's a few different raffles also happening. There's a quilt made by Anonymous.
That's right, an anonymous quilter made the quilt for us this year. It's a beautiful quilt. It's a queen-size quilt, and you can buy tickets. All the money from the raffle goes directly to Shelter House. The money from the raffle is not shared with the food bank, but the food bank gets lots of donations at the event as well.
Perfect. And I know another neat thing is the food market boxes, where you pay $1 for a ticket.
That's right. At the event, we have sort of like a raffle on a food. We actually had 2 boxes last year. All of the vendors at the Thunder Bay Country Market were really gracious in donating different, you know, there was actually some steaks donated, and some honey, and some vegetables, and some fruit, and some cheese. And you could buy a ticket, and we had 2 boxes, and I actually won one of the boxes.
Did you?
Yeah, and it was amazing. I bet you that box was probably worth $200 or $300.
Oh, guaranteed.
It was really nice, and our partners at the market were really helpful.
Excellent. I know the lineups go out the door and into the parking lot.
They do, yeah. We started opening the doors a little bit earlier. Our chairperson, Nellie, asked us to open the doors a little earlier last year because people were waiting outside for so long, so we could get them in a little bit sooner and get them seated. But yeah, basically by about 4 o'clock, there's a lineup starting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And in talking about the basic needs of people to eat, with Empty Bowls, Caring Hearts, what better place to be than the Shelter House? How you doing, Patty?
Pretty great, thanks. Thanks for coming.
My pleasure. Now, what does it mean for the Shelter House to have this support from this event?
Oh, this is incredible support. It's wonderful to have the support of community, both from a volunteer capacity and all the attendees that come out to the event. Shelter House feeds many people throughout the year. We feed an average of 500 meals a day, and so you can imagine that the need is quite high in our community and growing, in fact. So for us to receive that community support, we really can't do it without the care and compassion of the citizens of Thunder Bay.
Excellent. I know the kitchen here is run, you have a couple of staff members, but it's mostly volunteers that come in, right?
That's right. We receive over 50,000 hours of volunteer time from the community of Thunder Bay, and our kitchen is largely staffed by volunteer groups. So volunteer groups can come in, and many of them have been doing so for years. I've been coming by and meeting the various groups that work in the kitchen, and some of them have been meeting and collaborating on a meal for over 25 years in some cases. And of course they recruit new members and old members leave, but the core group kind of remains the same. Yeah. And so we have church groups and youth groups and student groups and teams, and you name it. We have you know, these great volunteers that come out and they plan the menu, they decide what they're going to prepare, they serve the meals to the clients. Yeah, it's a really it's a neat team bonding experience as well. So I've actually been a volunteer and done that kind of work myself, so I've seen it from both sides. But we, as I said, really couldn't serve the numbers that we do without those volunteers. So we rely on that support.
Excellent. I'm sure they'd love to have you. If you'd like to come down and volunteer, definitely give the Shelter House a call and see what you can do to help out. Now, quickly before we wrap up, Robin, when is it?
The event is on Sunday, October 21st, so it just follows World Food Day, which is October 16th. It's at the Moose Hall on Fort William Road. I was getting that mixed up. And it runs from, the doors open at 4:45, and then dinner is served just after that. So hopefully people will come out. The tickets are on sale right now at George's Market, the Fireweed, the Lakehead Unitarian Fellowship. You can buy them here at the shelter, or also the Good News Cafe.
Excellent. And is there anything online or phone number or anything that people can call to get more information?
You can call the LUF, the Lakehead Unitarian Fellowship. They can help you there, and also we have a Facebook page.
Perfect.
Empty Bowls, Caring Hearts.
Excellent. That makes it nice and easy. So if you want to come down, I recommend it because you get a cool bowl, handmade bowl, and you get a couple of placemats, and you get a really great meal for a really great cost. Stay tuned to Shaw TV for more.